Hi guys, it's me, Sunderland, in terrible video quality, but I'm using my Mac's camera on the front to record this, so that's why, because I don't really have access to a camera. Um, so the meaning, or the purpose of this video is to kind of give you guys an update about what's going on with me, why I haven't been posting as much, and some changes to the channel that are coming soon. Alright, so first probably get into where the fuck I've been, because I'm not even I'm barely on Twitter, YouTube as well, and Discord. I'm barely on there either. To kind of go into it, I need to give a bit of a history lesson about myself. About 3 or 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with something called Crohn's disease. Now, Crohn's disease is like a bowel disease, and it's similar to something like IBS or something like that, but permanent and uncurable. And basically, what happens is when your Crohn's is bad, your bowels get lined with ulcers. So that fucking hurts, but then you can't digest food properly because obviously your bowels are full of ulcers. And that fucking hurts, and you go to the toilet heaps and you vomit and you lose weight. And at one point I lost 10 kilos in the span of about a month or less. So that happened to me, and that was fine. I was doing YouTube videos and stuff like that because that can get under control. I take a lot of medications. I do injections into my stomach pretty regularly that help with the Crohn's. But, okay, so about a year, 2 years ago now, I had something called a Crohn's flare. A flare is just when your symptoms of Crohn's, like the ulcers and stuff, reappear, because most of the time you don't have that. But I had these flares over and over and over again in the span of a very short period of time, which is not meant to happen, but for me it did. And we got on top of that, but what happened was, because my nerve endings in my stomach were so aggravated for such a long period of time, that when my Crohn's disease started to ease up a bit, my stomach still felt like it was in pain. And that pain got worse and worse and worse. It got to the point where about a year and a half ago, I had to quit my job as a journalist because I just couldn't work anymore. I was in pain every single day, all day. And it felt like, the way I've described it is like someone's either punching you in the stomach over and over and over again, or someone's sticking a knife into your stomach and twisting it. And no matter what I did, I couldn't really do anything about it. Some stuff happened, but that I don't really want to get into here. Anyway, I had to come back to my mother's house because I was unable to get the help I needed up where I was living. So I came back down to my mother's place, which is about 3.5 hours away, to get on top of it, we hoped. But that didn't happen. For this past year, I've been in indescribable amounts of pain. And so first thing I got prescribed was endones, which is a very dangerous drug. It's a pain relief medication, but I was taking about 5 or 6 a day, and that still wasn't helping. Sometimes it did, it helped decrease the pain a little bit, but not a lot. So I was still in excruciating pain, and basically I've honestly been living in my bed for the past year. Started seeing new specialists and stuff like that, and they prescribed me this. This is a Norspan pain patch. It contains 25 milligrams of morphine, and every hour it pumps that into my system. And that didn't really help. It took the edge off, but not really. So the next step was surgery. So I went up to Sydney and got this surgery done where they inject 4 large needles into your spine, and they tried to restart my nerve receptors because the nerve endings were just so damaged that there's nothing they could do, really. And no matter how much medication you really gave me, my body would eventually get used to it, and thus the pain would come back, and we have to keep increasing, and that's just not something we can do because it's such dangerous medications. So the first surgery did that. It worked for about a month. Sorry, a car's just driving past. Fuck you, car. It worked for about a month, and then the pain came back. And in that period of time, my doctor prescribed me endones again because we kept, having to increase stuff. We increased the patch, so it's now at 25 when originally it was at 10. And then was on about 5 endones a day. Still in bed all the time. Have a heat pack glued to my stomach, which I won't show you, but my stomach currently is very burnt from the heat pack because I've had to wear it every single hour, every single day. And mentally, I don't want to really get into it too much, but mentally it was destroying me. And yeah, so the next step was another surgery, very similar to the one I had just had, but this time instead of restarting the nerve receptors, they would actually go in and kill them. I was promised this would work for a year, so that would be nice. By the way, the first surgery cost $1,500, and this surgery was going to cost about $1,800. So went up to Sydney, got that done. After the surgery, I was in worse pain than I was before I went to the surgery. And at the start, the surgeon said that should last about 2 to 4 weeks. After 2 to 4 weeks passed, and I was still in excruciating pain, I called my pain specialist, and they said it could last about 6 to 8 weeks. I'm currently on week 6.5, and I've been in excruciating pain. I'm now on 6 endones a day plus the Norse-band patch on my arm. The only reason why I could talk to you right now is because I've just taken my medication and it's eased up a bit. Sorry, living in a place now with other people means noises. Yeah, so I've been stuck in bed every single day in terrible amounts of pain, and I've just, it's been fucked. Been really fucked. And the next surgery to get is going to cost about $50,000 to $60,000, and they're going to install a pacemaker inside me that numbs the nerves. And obviously I have to get that replaced every couple of years because the battery runs out. But I got to get into a healthcare fund for a year. I have to be in it for a year before they'll even touch me, and I haven't had the chance to do it yet because I don't have the fucking money because it's very expensive. So that's where I'm currently at right now. I'm on loads of different medications. Currently also taking CBD oil as well that my doctor recommended me to try. Been trying that. Obviously haven't had any changes yet or anything like that. And yeah, being in pain constantly every single day for 2 years, just like, not even just the physical stuff. The physical stuff obviously is a nightmare, but mentally it just like takes away a piece of you every single day. Where before I had, plans, I was like, once everything's good, I'm going to do this, going to do that, I'm going to get back on my feet. But now I don't make plans or anything like that. I barely make plans to go see people because I don't know what's going to happen. Well, I know what's going to happen. The pain's going to be there. And so I'm currently stuck in this limbo for 2 years. I joke, say, people say they've been in lockdown. Like, I've been in lockdown for 2 years straight. Longer than that, really. that alone's hard to kind of deal with. Your life becomes controlled by it, really. Um, every waking minute feels like hell. Um, and all you want to do is for it to stop. And after a while, after so many options and so many different things and surgeries and stuff like that just haven't seemed to work, your conclusion of how you're going to get to that pain-free place kind of changes mentally, and you start thinking very dark thoughts. And it's normal to kind of feel that way. I'm safe. I'm with my family and all that stuff. So, and I'm seeing someone like a psychologist, sorry. And I'm planning on meeting people specifically that can target pain, really, like, psychologists that are trained in dealing with that. Yeah, so that's where I'm at now. I'm currently waiting to see if this last surgery will have an effect. And if not, I don't know what to fucking do. There's not really many options left. And so the last thing on my mind really is making videos or being online or talking to people or anything, because I can't fake being happy for people, or fake like nothing's going on kind of thing, and just make talk about stuff. Because I tried that for so long, and I did for so long. But I'm just tired. I'm very tired. And even though I'm laying in bed all day, every day, you'd think I'd be like, oh yeah, I can make loads of videos. But when you're in that much pain, you can't do anything else but lay there with a heat pack burning your skin and trying to get through it. It's awful, I'm losing contact with a lot of people and all this stuff, and it's all because my life's controlled by something that doctors you can't even see it. It only like after a couple of hospital visits they determined what it was, but you can't actually really properly see it. And like, you look at me, people are like, oh, you look good, you look healthy. I'm like, thank you, I know I do. But in reality, I'm fucking in so much pain and mentally just destroyed. And I don't know what to do, really. I don't know what to do anymore with anything. After 2.5 years of this constant pain, I keep on saying the time, it's been 2.5 years. Yeah, it's fucked. But anyway, that's why I haven't really been posting much or doing anything, or being active on anywhere, really. Even on my good days, I'm still bad. So yeah. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of let you guys know where I'm at, and to tell you that I'm still seeing all the comments, I'm reading everything, I'm still very present, and I'm still so fucking appreciative of everyone. I just don't know. I'm sorry. It just means a lot to me that you guys are here, sticking around and enjoying what I do when I can do it. And I'm telling you that I'm not going anywhere, even though videos might be, distance between them might be longer than I used to do. Like last year I made 5 videos, and I'm kind of proud of myself even making 5, because of how fucked it was the whole year, and this year isn't that much different. Now I'm still working on stuff and everything, and I've got a couple of videos in the pipeline that I'm thinking about doing, but I can't promise anything when they're going to be out or anything like that. But the last big thing I wanted to talk about was channel change. Don't know if you know this, but if you search my username Sunderland, all you get is a fucking football team, and that's it. It is very difficult to find my channel by searching my name. Like, I had to pick the one name that was a fucking football team. Idiot. But I liked the name and I thought it was cool, so but what I'm thinking about doing, actually what I'm going to do, is I'm going to call the channel SunderlandSpook. Like my Twitter username, SunderlandSpook. One word, two word, I don't know yet. It'll be a surprise. So hopefully that'll help people find my fucking channel when they search it. That was a bit of a big, ooh, big change, guys. Woo-hoo. But yeah, I think this is where I'll end it, because I just don't know what else to say, really. Thank you so much for everything. You might not think that watching a video of mine or subbing or anything like that impacts me, especially because I've been so quiet. But like, it fucking means the world to me, and it's one of the only things that makes me feel good is every one of yous that check out my stuff or comment or just talk to me. Yeah, so you've done something truly special to me by being there, and I really appreciate it. Yeah, it means the fucking world to me. Every single one of you do. And I promise there'll be more videos this year. I don't know how many, but there will be more. I had a lot of fun making the last one, the Scooby-Doo one. I thought that was kind of interesting. And yeah, I kind of like doing stuff like that. But there will be more videos. It's just, obviously I can't promise when they'll come out, because every hour for me is different in terms of how terrible I feel. Right now I feel okay because I've taken my medications, but give it another hour or so and I'll be fucked. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna cut this video off now. Thank you very much for watching and supporting me and all that kind of stuff like that. Yeah, and I guess I'll see yous next time. Alright, well, goodbye, Happy New Year, and mwah, love you all.